Book now.
Hey, good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is that you're tuning in. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz. We are Outer Point streaming, and we are about set to go live with our first one pocket match. And we've got Todd Devasure and Ron Hoag, which both are relatively local. We are live at Derby City Classic here in Elizabeth, Indiana. Caesars. Is this a resort? Resort and casino? Beautiful facility. 25th anniversary of the Derby City Classic. And Mr. Brian Hallelujah Hollenbeck will be joining me in the booth very shortly. All right, we are set for flip of the coin. Sorry about that. Wrong button. My bad. Huh. They did it. Cool. Put the scoreboard down. So I am going to explain our scoreboard at the very bottom. Right in the middle, you see the Outer Point Streaming logo. And right next to that, you've got the number 3 on either side. And that is what the race 2 is. And right next to those number 3s are the light gray boxes. And that is the running ball count. And as you well know, if you're watching a one pocket match, it is the first to make 8 balls.
That's not very often that happens.
That was crazy.
Make a ball on the break with that soft of a break, and when you make a ball like that, you actually have to re-rack.
Yep. So on the very outside of the names is the cumulative score of the games won. So again, once the player reaches 3, that's a match winner.
What's up, Dale?
And if you look at, hey, Brian.
Sorry, I was fixing my microphone.
Well, that's a shame, because then we have to listen to you. But
Well, you know what? I'll be back. You can just have fun, okay?
see you in about 6 hours. So if you look around the room on your screen, you're going to see a whole bunch of logos of companies, and those are Outer Point streaming sponsors. We cannot thank them enough for allowing us the privilege of being here at Derby City Classic for the first time, streaming, that is. And I'm assuming you are probably watching this on either Inside Pool Magazine, and if you are a subscriber to them, they greatly appreciate it. That is Miss Autumn Gruchella and Tracy Lerma. If you're not already subscribed, get on over and do that, please. If you're watching on Outer Point Streaming, that's us. If you haven't already subscribed to that, please do so. We would greatly appreciate it. Share it, like it. Give it to your friends. And right next to that little Inside Pool magazine on the skirt on the left is the one, none other than J. Peashauer Q's, one of our sponsors as well. Cannot thank Riley Peashauer and Joel and Mr. Steve Douglas there over there. Fantastic for all the help that they have given us over the years, so greatly appreciate that. Brian's going to take over on the other two logos that you see on the page.
Well, since we will have quite a bit of time in between some of these
shots,
mm-hmm. I'm just going to get ready here to... all right, I'm going to put this up real quick so you can see
that is
the information.
Foul by Todd. Nothing hit a rail.
Cue ball didn't come back into it?
Nope.
Anyway, so Milwaukee Offshore Fishing Charters. Actually, let me mention Colonial Life Maynard first, just because that way you've got his information here. If any insurance needs you need, commercial, personal, give him a call. He deals with all kinds of insurance through Colonial Life. Again, if you would, please remember that if you support our sponsors, they will support us even greater in the future. So we certainly appreciate you supporting our sponsors. The other one was Milwaukee Offshore Fishing Charters. Mark Scafidi, he plays leagues down at Sussex where I manage the hull. He's been playing there for a while. He's got 3 really cool custom boats that take you out on Lake Michigan for some good fishing. Lake trout, the salmon, some of the best fighting fish in the world. Tons of fun. So if you get over there, book a charter with Mark. That was a great shot. Book a charter with Mark. If you book a charter with him and mention Outer Point Streaming, Todd has one. If you book a charter with him and mention Outer Point Streaming, you will get a special gift once your charter has been completed. So... he was
wow.
Another nice
I'll
shot.
tell you what, that was a fantastic one pocket shot.
Yes, well, it was actually a bank in one pocket.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Let me get you the overhead view here because that's probably a little bit better view than. So his pocket is the lower left. Oh, yeah. You tried calling me. It's like, why are you calling me?
I want to see if this is...
So, wait. He put
yeah,
one back
this is
up.
better.
Yeah, so Ron's pocket is the lower left now. And Ron's pocket is... I'm sorry, Todd's pocket is the lower right.
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably the best view to keep it on probably for all of entire one pocket matches just because.
Well, and for our viewers, you know, the biggest thing is having the pocket in the same place. You know, if we keep switching.
Right, yeah.
I'd get confused, and that's not hard to do.
Yeah, me neither. That age thing, it creeps up on you.
Yeah, it's hard to believe I'm going to be 38 this year.
Times 2. Yeah.
Whoa. Back off there, Skippy.
One pocket is like obviously it's like the chess of pool. You know what I mean? It's very strategic in how you go about where you're placing the ball. You obviously always want to get that ball back over to
Your side of the table.
well, no, actually the other side of the table. So if your pocket is on the left, you want that cue ball over to the right. So
The
you
cue
want
ball,
the cue
yeah.
ball near his pocket so that he can't pocket, or whoever, the other player can't pocket any balls into that pocket that you're near. And another strategy in the game is trying to get as many balls over to your side of the table. So that way it makes it more difficult for your opponent to get anything over to that side and make them in that pocket. So it's a very strategic game. And sometimes it can
Very
be
tactical.
very, very long. I think I remember telling you last year, the first Tyler, or not last year, 2 years ago, I was watching Tyler, his very first one pocket match. It was an hour and 15 minutes before they even made a single ball. Everything was up at the other end of the
Yeah,
table.
that's crazy.
It literally was like, are you serious? You guys still haven't made a ball yet? Went to the bathroom, came back, counted all the balls,
You just said the magic word.
counted all the balls, and they were all 15 were still on the table. And then finally, someone pocketed a ball, and then it kind of sprung from there. But that match, I was like, yeah, that takes a lot of patience, let me tell you. So, Ron is attempting to try to get that ball, that 14 ball. Okay, so he couldn't see that 14 ball. So he wanted to carry him, at least hit a ball, carry him off, and get that ball over on that rail. Todd just going to bank this one ball straight back and possibly try to run into the 14 ball. And if he does, and that ball goes in, it counts. Oh, that was so close. Now, in this situation, Ron obviously has an opportunity to make the 2 ball and get on that ball. And then he strategically wants to think, okay, if I can get good position where I can make the 3 ball and I can make as many balls as possible, but eventually he wants to he didn't want to run in that 7 ball because he would have liked to get up further and maybe possibly get, make the 3 ball and then work on maybe hit the 1 into the 14 ball. Get the 1 ball back over to the other side. There's not really much you're going to be able to do with that 14 ball. That 14 ball is basically a count for Todd. So at some point you just got to say, hey, I'm going to give him that ball. I'm going to run the 1 into the 14 ball. But he's not at that point right now, unfortunately. So say that's a strategic move that he could use. So what he did there was he caromed off of 2 balls to try to make sure he got on the other side and got that 1 ball over to make this a little bit more work for Todd. But Todd's going to be able to come off this rail, come back over right across table. He would have rather not run in that 10 ball for the 1 ball. Now he's got to think, okay, what can I get here? He'd like to be able to get on this without shooting it cross-handed, which he's doing. All right, still made it. So he's at 4. And again, the first one to 8 wins the game. So Ron is down 3 balls. He's probably just going to carry him the 9 over to his side of the table and try to get the cue ball back down near the right lower right pocket there. Kind of a two-way shot. Uh-oh. It would have been kind of a two-way shot, but unfortunately it ran into that 3 ball now. Todd can bank the 9 over into his pocket, but what he wants to do is he wants to follow that 9 just in case he misses it like that. Then he leaves the cue ball down in that corner and doesn't really give Ron an opportunity for an easy ball to pocket. So Ron is going to bank the 9 into the 3 ball and hopefully make the 3 ball is really the only thing he has. Yeah, he did not want to hit it that hard. If he could have left that 9 ball down by the 3 ball, that would have been a lot tougher for Todd to get that ball away. So Todd has to be careful here. If he takes his 9 ball and misses it, wherever he leaves that cue ball, he could leave Ron a few shots here. But he did really well with sticking and leaving that cue ball down there on that rail, so it's a little more difficult for Ron to make anything. Now, I see what Ron doing here is to come off the rail first. Come off the rail, run into the 9. He's just got to be careful not to scratch, but he wants to get that ball out of that pocket. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. That's unfortunate. You just have to be careful of that scratch. You almost have to not hit it directly. You hit it on an angle, so that way you make sure that. So take a ball off for Ron, so he is back down to 0, and that's going to give Todd ball in hand in the kitchen here, which is going to probably give him an opportunity to get a few balls out. Get a few balls out into his pocket. And there's 5. Six. Okay. So now he wants to be careful here. He would like to be a little higher so he could just draw off this 2 ball and get back up possibly for the 15 or 8 or 5. Now he came up a little short on that, so he's at 7. All he's got to do is make 1 more. So he could go for the dagger here and cut this 15 ball. Yeah, so he knows that he didn't. He doesn't like that option because if he cut, well, I guess he is going to go for it. Oh no! Okay, so he opted to play safe. Just get that 3 ball away from that pocket a little bit, as he only has 1 more ball to go to take this first game down. It's a pretty good shot. I see Todd just run right in. Uh-oh. He wanted to keep. He ended up okay, but he would have rather kept that cue ball on the other side of the table. Now, this is going to give Ron a good opportunity here to actually take this 3 ball. And actually bank this. I would take this 3 ball and bank this back towards that pocket and just draw the cue ball back so it's near that pocket. So he's gonna do the same thing, but do the 8-4 combo and push that 4 ball down by his pocket. But yeah. Oh, well, he got very fortunate with having to bring a ball out, because if that ball wouldn't have been spotted there, that 12 ball would have been a very, very good chance of so he is going to take the 4 ball and bank it back. Oh. Yeah, he definitely didn't want to do that. He just gave Ron a free ball. Ron's probably just going to run right in this good ball and take this ball up 2 or 3 rails to upper end of the table here, I'm thinking. Or he might try to cut it, bring it back over, but I wouldn't suggest that, because if you bring it too far up table, if you miss it, you bring it too far up table, now you just gave him the game. That's why I would not suggest that. I would not suggest that move. I would just bank that ball around and get it back up. I think he already had it, but okay. Well, that's going to give Todd the first game. So Todd leads 1-0. And for anybody just tuning in, I will give you a quick explanation of our scoreboard that we have down here. So you got the Outer Points logo in the middle of the scoreboard. The box on either side of the Outer Points logo is what the actual race is to win the match. So it's a race to 3. The 2 boxes on either side of those boxes in light gray are the ball counts. So we'll give you an updated count of the balls and who has what. Then the boxes all the way to the outside are actual games that they have won. So Todd is up 1-0 in a race to 3. And they just started this one, so the ball count is 0-0. I apologize for the little silence here. I'm actually just looking that was a very nice bank. Very nice bank to start out, which is going to give Todd a 1 ball lead here. That's 2 for Todd.
I'm back.
Really?
You know, I searched
I'm out.
high and low.
You
This
didn't have
entire.
to. You can't go high, so you just search low.
All right, I searched everywhere I could think of in this entire hotel to find enough towels to
No.
find enough towels to dry all my tears from our Packers loss last night.
Yeah, I know, right?
Looks like Todd's jumped off to a 1-game lead, huh?
Yeah, and he's got 3 balls down here. Yeah, it was weird because oh no,
Ron did not want to do that.
No, and he almost did that same exact shot, but on the long rail last game in scratch too, and that's unfortunate. So he owes 1.
Looks like Todd is electing to start off with his 4-ball. Actually, he might play the 5 here. Yep. No, 4. I think he shot this at that pace because he knew that the 210 combo was pretty much spot on. Yep, and is leaving him with 2 more balls for rack number 2 victory. Ooh, kind of chopped off the 2-ball.
So it was. I was really shocked because they were at where I was counting. Todd had 8, and he hit 1 more ball in, and then he said, "I think I'm at 8." So he had 9.
Got an
last game.
extra.
He got an extra. We're missing 1.
No, it's a -1.
Yeah, but whether he's -1 or not, though, Todd has 6 and there's 8 balls on the table, so should have 7 out, 7 down.
Probably, I was going to say, he's probably try to get that, either get the 1 out of there
Yeah, if he can.
or bank the 5 cross and try to pocket the 1, or, get the 1 out of there at the same time, too.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful, though, because if he leaves that cue ball down there, now you got an easy 3 bank back or 2 bank back. Great effort.
Yeah, I like that shot. That
Absolutely.
was 2-way.
Well, and he was able to actually hit both of the balls, which was absolutely perfect to get them both out of the way. So Ron just has to decide if he's going to go for this 3. If not, just carry him off the right side of it and either try to get it down by the 5 And he decided to go for it. And
Uh-oh.
unfortunately, that's going to
Uh-oh.
cost him
Uh-oh.
one more, and that's probably going to be the game there. So he owes 2.
He might be at 7.
Well, he's got to be.
That's why he's shooting.
He's
Yeah.
got to be at 7.
Yep. It don't matter anymore. It is 2-0.
And alternate break format, so that's going to put Ron breaking with Todd on the hill. All right, while he is racking very quickly, I'm going to give you our sponsors page once again. Can't thank Inside Pool Magazine enough for allowing us this opportunity to come here. Can't thank Peach Hour Custom Cues, Milwaukee Offshore Fishing Charters, and Maynard at Colonial Life for their support in getting us here and allowing us to do this. Thank you all so much.
First time at Derby City Classic, and hopefully
It's
not
awesome.
the last.
Correct. All right, here we go. Rock number 3.
I am going to have to ask Ron at the end of this match where he got his billiards glasses from, because I need some.
You're getting there.
No, I'm not getting. I'm there. I'm already there.
You know, I think I am too. But see, the problem is I can't use glasses for. It's only like close. You know what I mean?
Yep, same.
So I don't know how that's gonna.
But that's what the billiards glasses, from what I understand anyway, that's what they're made for.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the top part of them are like reverse bifocals. So
Correct. Correct.
On top. Okay.
They look a little goofy, but I don't care if they they work.
If they help
Don't
with
care.
clarifying the edges of the balls, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? So Todd is looking to get that cue ball, right down near that pocket, and not allowing. That was a good shot. Not allowing Ron an opportunity to either pocket a ball or make him strategically think about. So I see him running into this 13 ball, going 2 rails, getting it back in that pile, and putting the cue ball over. He'd like to get the cue ball up over at like the first diamond. That way, Todd does not have an opportunity then to hit the 9 or. It's kind of along the same lines, but unfortunately he left the 9 open and available. So he's looking at where the cue ball is going to go, and if he can get the cue ball back down in that pile, if he were to miss this. So this is, this could be a risky shot. Alrighty, we are back. As Dale and I were talking, we want to make a full disclaimer here. The full disclaimer is as follows.
Well, let's not be completely honest with them. Let's sugarcoat it.
Okay.
Maybe just a little.
All right, we'll sugarcoat it a little bit. We don't play one pocket.
There, now that's what I'm talking about. That's honesty.
No, here's the thing. Honestly,
that's a nice shot.
yeah, it was.
That's a really good shot.
I have played one pocket before, but as most people know, that whoever's tuning in to watch these one pocket matches have probably played one pocket before and understand the game and love the game.
They probably know more than we do.
Well, I'm sure they do. Well, that's in every single match we have.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Well, we've seen you play. Jeremy, should I remind them Jeremy West match?
I won. I won.
Yeah.
So
You're lucky. Anyway, so with that being said, obviously we want to give you some colorful commentary, mediocre colorful commentary, but at the same time,
we don't want to irritate you either.
Right. The strategy of this game is to each their own. Honestly, every person has a different strategy to this game. Because it's such a chess match game. It really is. And it's pretty phenomenal. Uh-oh.
That's a foul.
Yes, sir. He just wanted to make that ball and keep it right down there, and unfortunately, he hit that a little too soft. So those are things we can commentate on.
Yeah, we're really good at that. Wow, that was a foul.
Did you take one away from Ron?
I'm working on that right now. I'm counting.
You counting them? They should have 12 balls out there, or 13 balls out there.
Should be 13.
Now, Todd is electing here to
Run into the stack.
Yeah, because that ball, he's got a ball right in the pocket.
Yeah. Ron can never get that out of there.
Right. So run into this stack and push as many balls over as possible. So that was a very, very smart shot where most people would say, oh, let me get that ball in. Well, you're not doing yourself any justice. Leave that ball there. It's going in no matter what. And also, if you have a bank that you might have missed, you can now bank a ball and at least get it close to the pocket and make that 9 ball. Yeah, unfortunately, Ron knows he's in a bad, bad spot right now.
So basically, to summarize what Brian was talking about there is we're going to shut the hell up until we find something that we actually know what we're talking about.
Well, here, looking at this overhead view, I like what he's doing. This is what I would actually probably bank it. Kick it off the long rail over where he's standing and come over and try to run into that 9 ball there, or at least get the 4 ball out of there. Wow, that was a great shot.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot.
That was
he did leave Todd, obviously, with the bank, but still, that was really smart.
Yep, it sure was.
All right, that gives Todd another ball. Tying it up. How did that come up short?
Oh, no. And just put it back
and
in
put
his
it
pocket.
in Ron's pocket, giving Ron a point.
All righty. I'm going to put you back over there. I'll be right back. I told her I'd Alrighty, folks. We were doing a little bit of improvement here. We put
Yeah.
the names down by the pockets there, so you guys know which ones are which, just in case you weren't quite sure.
Just
But
makes it easier for our viewer to, if they get up and go make some popcorn or open a beer or whatever, let the dog out, come back. And, oh, yeah, that's Ron's pocket there.
Yep.
So now you know.
Yeah, it looks like Ron is going to attempt to get that ball out of there. Just got to be careful not. Oh, no.
Oh, that's.
Oh, did he get a rail?
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least he got a rail. So because that ball could actually get that ball out of there, I would actually make that ball because you can get it out of there if you hit it correctly. So he wants to definitely pocket that ball.
Yeah, I think I would too, and just I think I would bank the 11 next. Or the 6. Yep. Just make sure you leave it close if you miss it.
Yeah, you want to hit this pocket speed. You don't want to give an opportunity for Ron, which he'll be able to just knock that ball right out, which is ideal. You're missing a ball.
I am missing a ball right there. Mm-hmm. Didn't take.
No, I did take. You gotta take one off.
No, I think Todd's on the hill here. Todd needs one ball. 10.
Okay, so you have 10 out there, and there's 6 balls on the table.
balls.
There's not.
It did take.
There's not 16 balls in a rack.
Sure there is. Yeah, there is.
Including the cue ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then there's 17 balls out there. If you're including the cue ball there. Slick. Yeah, and as Dale was, well, he didn't say it on here, but alluding to, one pocket there's not really much to commentate on because it's more of a strategic game. And
It's like somebody commentating on a chess match.
Right, exactly.
How do you do it?
I mean, the people that watch pretty much know how to play the game. And you can talk about
The Packers losing last night?
no, we don't want to talk about that. But you know what? Actually, I don't mind talking about because they played their season was a lot better than anyone had ever dreamed about.
Without a doubt.
So he's just gonna knock this ball, bring that cue ball, yep, just like that. Alrighty, folks. Well, if Todd makes this, this will end this match. And there it is. 3-0 in favor of Todd. Devasure, Devasure or Devasure?
Devasure.
Devasure. Alrighty. Well, that is our first match in the books for One Pocket. And we are on to the next. So, once again, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Inside Pool Magazine. Thank you to Maynard. Thank you to Mark's Graffiti for offshore fishing. Thank you to P Shower Q's. We really seriously can't thank you guys enough. It's been a tremendous help for us to get here and do this. So we will be back again with our next match. I am Brian Hallelujah Hollenbeck. In the booth with me is Dale
Little Chatter.
Lorenz. We will see you soon.